Honestly, if I'd never been involved in theater, I would probably be on the streets or dead. It gave me a sense of purpose, it gave me a sense of stability and a sense of safety that I didn't have before, and it helped me to find worth in my life in a time where I didn't feel like I was worth anything.
I started out acting in community theater, and it just seemed like directing was the next logical step because you have more artistic control over what's happening when you're directing. As far as owning my own theater, it wasn't an accident, but it kind of was stumbled into, I would say. I had a crisis in my own life. I lost my job in the corporate world, and 2 months later was 9/11 when the towers fell. So there was not much chance of finding work in my field at that time. So it happened that the mall was purchased by another company, one that was out in California, and I read about it in an article in the newspaper, and they said they were looking for things outside the box, like office space. They weren't going to just try to get real retail places in there again. And suddenly I had a place, and the first couple of shows I did were just youth theater shows, but I realized that there was more potential there. So that's how I got into running my own theater. There aren't a lot of things that aren't age specific or age particular, but theater is one of those places where you can just have a great variety of people and diverse actors and shows, so it's very fulfilling in that way.
There is a community that you gain from, well, community theater that you really don't find a lot elsewhere. I've done the sports. I didn't really feel at home there. I've obviously been working. I don't really feel the same level of bond as I do when I'm in a theater. I find that there's a closeness there that I just don't find elsewhere.
Through community theater, I have gained not only a purpose for my own life and a passion in my own life, but a family that I can count on and rely on. And I've also, through that family, been able to work on my relationship with my biological family, which was something that was really important to me. I never really thought that I would be able to be a part of my biological family again. But I've been able to work on myself and get to a place where I've been able to go back to them and not only ask for forgiveness for things that I've done, but forgive them because I found a stable place to heal from the ways that they hurt me.
I'm able to not be myself for a minute. When I'm having a rough time, it's really hard to deal with a lot of the emotional baggage that I'm carrying, and for me to go on stage and be able to shed that and deal with someone else's that just gets wrapped up within that 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, it's just, there's a feeling of relief when you get out there, and yeah, when you get back off stage you pick it back up and you move along, but it feels sometimes like when I pick it back up after I pick up and it feels a little bit like it weighs less.
Everything that was bothering me before is outside the door, and I'm here in a place where I can honestly feel like I can breathe.
You have your community, you have your friends, and these are friends that when you gain them for life. And they're friends that I feel like I can share anything with.
Like a building block, they always, know how to put me in the right direction, always, how to build you up.
The greatest thing has been the people you meet along the way. Just there's something about theater and the people who enjoy doing theater and even working backstage or in the house. It is a real community that it forms there, and you get to see them, especially if you're running a theater, you get to see them a lot. You get to see them grow up a lot of times and come in with babies and stuff, and it's just amazing. So really the best part has been all the people that I have met here.
I was able to find a family to take me in and get me out of the situation that I was in. And because of them, I was able to go to college, and I got married, and I had a kid, and I don't think any of that would have been possible if I had never come to Starlight.
I have more of a family in theater. I have friends that I've gained through theater, most of which I have created a closer bond with here at the Starlight.
I did not think my theater would impact as many people as it has. Like I said, I only got into it really because I was thinking about putting up shows and, doing the art thing. And the people that have been in it and have come back and talked about it and said how much it meant to them has just been phenomenal and overwhelming. It really, I am so lucky to be able to do something I love and also do the thing that I think I'm meant to do, because it seems to help so many people just to be a part of the community.
Tom has become like a second dad. He's always there, and it's really wonderful. They're family to me.
The thing is, when you're doing something you really love, no matter how bad the hurdles are, you find a way to get over them or around them. The problem with COVID is that there is no solid end date. There's no way to know when we can start doing things here.
Not over yet. It's just intermission. It's only a break, and the future is near, and that's why I'm excited, to be back, because it's home.